Hey everybody, Uber Dante here, and this is another video in my series Dante Plays. So this is not my own design. This is a game by another designer that I'm going to do a playthrough for. And this game is called 13 Wooden Boards, and the designer is Birgit Röscheisen. Probably did not pronounce that correctly, but she is a great designer. I'll leave a link to her games, a list of her games, and she's very active on Board Game Geek, taking part in various contests there, and not only sharing her own games, but also she does a lot of play testing of other people's games. So she's just a great member of that community. And this particular game was entered into a contest, which is the 24-hour contest, which is kind of unique contest. And basically, you're given a kind of keyword. So for this contest, it was I think it was fence. And then you have like a month or so to kind of think on your design, what you want to do. But as soon as you put pen to paper, as it were, as soon as you start, you have 24 hours to put everything together. So cards, rules, and all that stuff. So it's a kind of unique contest. And she entered a more simpler version for that contest, and then afterwards kind of developed a little bit more. And that's the version you see here. And it's a really cool game. So a lot of her designs have some fun themes. So this is just like you're making this fence, and you have these objectives as you're building this fence, and you have different restrictions and how you can build your fence. And it's called 13 Wooden Boards because there's 13 of these cards, and they're double-sided. So one side has these kind of posts, and it'll have like different things like animals and flowers, or they have this kind of knot which comes into play. And then the other side has these cross boards which do two different things. So there's basically three sections. So the middle section, this is a restriction. So this is a requirement, actually. So when you place this, you have to place the cross one over three posts. When you place that on those three posts, you have to meet this requirement. So this one is more animals than flowers. So I have 1, 2, 3 animals, and I have 2 flowers. So that meets that requirement. So this one is less than 2 flowers. This one butterfly, and this one was 1 mouse. So I met all my requirements. You can't place it otherwise. And then the two sides, these are kind of your goals at the end of the game. So at the end of the game, you want to meet these goals. So I've got 2 of this type of flower. I don't know what this is, tulip maybe. There's pink flowers. So I've got 2, so I've met that requirement. And it's like this one has 2 birds that are next to each other, so I didn't meet that requirement. And this one has 2 knots, which I met. So 2 birds separated by 4, so I met that one. And so you want to have more to win. You have to have more more goals that you met over goals that you didn't meet. So I've got, I think, 1, 2, 3 that I didn't meet, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that I did meet. So this would be a win. And then you basically get 2 points for everyone you met. So 8, and then you subtract 1 for everyone you didn't get. So it'd be 8 minus 3, so that'd be like a score of 5. It's possible to just outright lose because you couldn't make the fence. because of the requirements. You might get stuck with some cards at the end that you couldn't place. And it's also possible that you just can't meet the goals, and you lose that way. And otherwise, you get some kind of points. So like this one, I've got like a UFO and a fairy. So probably better if I cover that one up because I don't have. There's actually no UFOs or fairies on the cards, so those are ones you want to kind of cover up. So this would give me a probably better score to cover that one up. This knot is also kind of a restriction, so you can. Let's look at this knot here. If I had this card over here, I can place the card so that the knot is covered in the middle of this board, but I cannot place it so the knot is, I'm covering a knot on an end board, one of these two. So this would be illegal. So you can only cover this if it's in the middle. And there's other restrictions on the card, so I can't place something like that. They'll have to be like this. And then there's different kind of goals that you have. And as you play the game more, you get familiar with what your different goals are and which ones are kind of easier to get. Like this one is you place on the leftmost post, or I think there's a middle post. There's one about height switches. So this one we have 2 height switches. There's one that's like no height switches or 1 height switch. I can't remember. And you get kind of familiar with these goals, and that can help you as you play the game. And so at the start of the game, you just shuffle these, and because they're double-sided, you're always going to see kind of the top of the deck. So you have this card kind of available to you, but it's the top card of the deck is only available as a cross. So you can use this if you want, and then if you use that as a cross, you can see what the next one underneath. Otherwise, you deal yourself a card from the bottom. So you always have kind of 2 in your hand that you can use, and you can use either side. These. And as soon as you play a card, and you draw a new card, and that way you kind of I'm going to play these 3, and you always have 2 in your hand. And then I could play this as a cross. So there were 4 ladybugs. I can cover up 2. Now I'm meeting this requirement because there's 2 that you can see. So whether I place that down there, up there, down there, works. And you just kind of play along like that, and you're kind of looking at okay, this is leftmost, so I'm going to build out this way. You can also build this way. I could build out this way, and then if there was a bird, I could kind of cover that one up or something like that. Yeah, and I don't have a ton of space here, so I'm gonna do a playthrough with the digital version. Okay, so here we've got the digital version of 13 Wooden Boards, and this is a completed game, but I'll go ahead and hit new game, and we'll give it a play. Okay, so I'll start off with, deal from the bottom. Dex, we'll take 2 from the bottom, and so we can either use this as a cross board, or and we can place these as either. So I don't like this one as a cross board because it's got that fairy, but we could always cover that one. Less than 2 flowers is pretty easy to get. And this one's a little bit harder to get, the one of each flower. So what have we got on this side? Okay. I like the bird, because there's often one with the birds in there, so let's put the bird out there. And that will let me pick another card. On this one I need to have 2 ladybugs, which could happen with this. Okay, this one says the bird should be 4 posts apart. It also says less than 2 flowers would work. And there's also one where you need to have 2 birds next to each other, so maybe that will come up. Okay, let's get another card. This one's got some ladybugs on it, so I could use this. And this one is leftmost post, so we could just slide these down or something like that. What's on the other side of this? Okay. Alright, well, let's do that. Let's slide these. I don't know where we want them. Let's just slide these down here. I can put this, because I'll have 2. I place this on the bottom. Okay, let's play that. Deal another one. What do we got here? 3 types of animals, and 3 birds and 1 snail. So that would work as well. Because I have 3 types of animals here, but let's keep this, and let's go ahead and play this one. It's across there, so the leftmost post. And ideally I get a butterfly, and then I can play something like that. So I get more of these more goals I get, the higher points I can get. Okay, so this one says more of the pink flower than the blue flower, 3 butterflies. Alright, well, I can play this here. This knot is not going to affect if it's in the middle, so that might be a good thing to do. Let's play that there. There's a butterfly. I know I want 1 butterfly. If I place this here, though, I can't have one going across. And if I place it here, then I lose that. So, don't know if I want to do that. I could place this here. What's on the other side? More animals than flowers. So this would be more no, it wouldn't. I don't want this UFO thing either. I don't really want that if I'm going to be placing this flower down. Ooh. So I'm kind of not sure what I want to do, because Okay, this means I can place something across the top. This means I would place something across the bottom. And I can't place any of 3 types of animals. Yes, I could place this. 3 types of animals would work then with that. I'd be covering up this butterfly goal though. Let's do that though. Okay. I don't know why. Okay, there's another bird. So if I can get... Well, I guess I don't have a... I think I must have used that bird thing. This one has the rightmost post, so... I can't place this anyways. Ooh. 3 types of animals. Yes. And if I put this out there, maybe another bird. Okay, because I placed this, I have to place something down here anyway, so let's do this. What did I do? Where did this come from? Did I draw an extra one somewhere? Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Go back where you came from. I think that must have been underneath there. Okay. Let's play that. And then we'll draw that one. Okay. Alright, now I had to cover up this snail because of this knot there. I want 3 birds, so I play that bird. And this has 1 bird. No knots. I don't want that. 2 ladybugs. I have 2 ladybugs right now, so let's do that. Place this there. Deal another card. Yeah, I could place this here. Then I'll have 1 bird. I'll cover up the ladybug. And then just cover up this no knots on the next one, hopefully. That makes sense. Or I could put this butterfly out there. 2 tips occupied, so that would work. 1 height switch and more blue flowers than pink. So that would mean I could place this here, then I'd have to place something else here for the last one. So I could hit the 1 height switch. Or just hope I don't get any more ladybugs. And I'd have to cover that. I can't place this here. To place something here. What do we want to do? Okay, this one says more pink than blue, which I will have. Alright, let's place this here. Deal another card. 1 bird. That's pretty good so far. That leftmost, 3 birds and 2 ladybugs. And now I'm down to the last 3, so I can take all of these and I'm going to try to place them over here in some way. More than 3 animals. Would that work? More than 3. So 4 animals. If I put it down here. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, this goal will be wrong. It's not the middle post. And mice would be wrong. So probably don't want that. This one says no ladybugs, so we could make that work. More pink than blue, but we'd have the same amount, so that wouldn't work. And 3 butterflies, that would not be good either. So this one's not great, but we could make it work. So I don't think we're gonna lose. I'll just try to get as many points as we can. What's this? 2 pink, which we have. 2 next to each other, which we have. 1 mouse. Come on. Yes, which you do have. Okay. So this would be ideal. Yeah, this would be good. Okay, so put this here. Because it's got the knot. Okay, well, we're going to have one of these is going to be wrong. So, the 2 ladybugs. This will be the 3rd ladybug. That's okay. I'll put this here. That'll work. So 1 mouse. We have a mouse. Okay. And there we go. So this is not bad at all. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objectives, and we're okay with 5 of them, I think. So let's start from the left. So leftmost post, yes. 3 birds, yes. 2 ladybugs, yes. No knots, no. 2 pink flowers, yes. And 2 birds next to each other, yes. So that would be 10 points for the good stuff. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and minus 1 for the bad. So that's 9 points. That's a pretty good score. And that's 13 wooden boards. Thanks for watching.